On June 19, 2023, the Oceangate took off its descent, led by its founder and CEO, Stockton Rust, to the Titanic, which collided with an iceberg in 1912 in the northwest of Atlantic Ocean between Canada and Greenland. The journey involved 5 persons, including the United Kingdom billionaire Hamish Harding. The journey was supposed to be a 70-minute journey with an average descent of about 55 meters per second as reported by the team. The submersible was filled with oxygen that could last for 90 hours, though the journey was expected to be a 3-hour journey. There were no navigation tools like GPS in the submersible since there are no navigation maps beneath the water surface. However, there was communication between the team on surface and the submersible where they lost the contact few minutes after the descent. But when the 3 hours approached, the team on the surface waited, but nothing showed up. They knew immediately all was not well, so they gave alert about the issue that had arisen, where they searched the sea using sonar to trace any sound from the deep. What was shocking is, they heard different sounds like it's coming from the Titan, but never saw anything. After searching for about 5 days where nothing shows these 5 people were still alive because of the oxygen shortage, they later on sent a remote operating vehicle which discovered the pieces of the submersible lying at the depth of about 13,123 feet or 4,000 meters. Though it was suggested that the machine had already imploded before that depth. But what could possibly cause such an implosion which twisted a material and later shattering it into pieces? Well, we're future destiny, and this is what happened to the Titan submersible which led it in the situation it is today. The oceans of the Earth remains one of the most unexplored places with over 95% remaining a mystery. To conclude, we know more about distant galaxies and planets in our solar system than what we know about our oceans. The reason why the deep ocean is almost unexplored consists of many reasons, ranging from increasing water pressure as we dive 1 meter deep, to other reasons like ocean-scary landforms, ocean volcanoes, other seismic activity like underwater earthquakes which cannot be predicted due to lack of water signals monitoring. However, deep-sea divers use sonar, scanners and cameras to detect objects in the deep ocean. This sonar are instruments that sends out sound waves in the water for purpose of hitting the object and return back to the ship. The duration this sound takes to travels is used to determine the distance of the object. Importantly, this method has been used to discover many lost ships and aircraft that sunk beneath the deep ocean. Despite this, many dangers can arise when exploring the deep ocean which might not be captured using a sonar, like what happened in this case where a sonar sound was sent down to the ocean consistently for 5 days, but nothing showed up. For this reason, updated and high-resistive materials should be used whenever diving entails below 500 meters deep. This is because, as divers go deep down, the water pressure increases as a result of the weight of all the water above it. This pressure can be measured in 2 atmospheres or 29.4 pounds per inch for the first 1,000 meter. And the pressure doubles as you go deep down. Well, the figure might seem little, but it is equivalent to the weight of 29 jumbo jets put on the surface of anybody, including you. For this reason, machines built to exploit the deep ocean should be built for the different layers of the sea with different materials as their pressure requires, in order to prevent what happened to the Titan submersible. More to that, before any trip is taken, several tests and reviews should be taken in order to know its exact pressure resistance, therefore determine its highest depth. The truth is, with pressure in liquid, machines are not just good to go below their target strength. If any attempt, it might lead to an implosion or twist of the submarine. James Cameron, director of the Avatar and Titanic movie, was the first person to explore the Mariana Trench long since the last exploration in 1960 by Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh. For him to overcome the pressure of such depth, he designed his machine with the help of Australian scientists, with materials that could resist the high pressure in the Mariana. At some point, you'll realize it'll be easier to go deep down the ocean, and even at such depths. But it'll be better and easier for a plane to take a flight, or for a skyrocket to overcome the Earth's atmosphere, than for a submarine to return from the Mariana Trench, since it has to overcome the down pressure. This is because the pressure in liquid at this point is at the rate of 15,000 pounds per inch, which is equivalent to the weight of 55 jumbo jets. For this reason, going to the Mariana Trench is like committing suicide, therefore its exploration is minimal. Chance to James Cameron for risking his life to make in order to collect relevant footages which add more detail to the study and discovery of ocean's ecosystems. However, it's important to note that the lifespan of any machine that drives deep in the ocean reduces dramatically after any successful trip. For this reasons, it's advisable for the machines to go through series of checkups, changing of materials, updating software, or possibly stop carrying it at such depths. Coming back to the Titanic submersible in this trip, the machine took a trip of about 4 kilometers Oregon 13123 feet, making it the second deepest visit after James Cameron trip to the Mariana. It was important for the Oceangate company to realize that the depth this submarine was about to go. 4,000 meters Oregon 13123 feet might seem short distance on land, but a very dangerous distance in the ocean as it entails expertise and powerful equipment. However, the first failure of the Oceangate Titan was, Stockton Russ claimed that over 90% of shipwrecks occurred as a result of poor expertise, not because of failure of the appliances. With this, according to him, you can go with any machine in the deep ocean as long as you have the expertise. But however, that's not true. The different layers of the ocean would themselves tell you the type of machines they can resist. More to that, many people proposed on improving the Titanic submersible. But however, Stockton Russ disapproved their request with no clear reasons. Some of which are: an Oceangate employee who tried to propose an innovative idea to the company, but ended up getting fired in 2018 because of that. He even went forward to say, other industries like SpaceX, Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic only rely on other people's idea to implement in their daily operations, testing and validation. Bringing in newbies who needs to be first educated before being eligible to validate any innovation. But however, he was wrong. We all know, it's impossible for one person to know everything, and even if they do, to implement it. That's why we need a team of innovators, not innovator. More to that, the materials used in the construction of this submarine did not permit it to go to such depth, since it was reported using a carbon fiber to construct the hull, instead of titanium, which is popularly used in other submarines for its durable purpose. From this, it shows the downfall and failure of the Oceangate company. It is more likely, or 90% reasons, that this machine was crushed by the high pressure this zone. The team also reports that the submersible had gone previous exploration before embarking on this one, which claimed their lives. More to that, the Titan submersible machine was controlled using a game controller, which was good, but however, wasn't enough. This means in case of failure due to other factors, it might easily lead to a crash. We can create these types of controller with remote operating vehicle, not machines that holds human life. For this reason, it is advisable for ocean exploration to be carried out by remote operating vehicle like NASA's Mars rover, which explores Mars, and NASA's Orpheus, which explores the deep ocean, than to risk human life. Though no one knows exactly what happened to the submersible, search teams and support from the United States, France, Britain, and Canada spend about 5 days to scan thousands of kilometers with planes and ships, sending out sonar sounds to find traces of the submarine, but nothing showed up. However, the team decided to send a remote operating vehicle to search for the submersible, which later on sent signals with images of the shattered submersible, proving that the machine was crushed by high pressure in the deep. However, the bodies of these people couldn't be seen inside the submersible. It was later realized that the bodies were shattered across the ocean floor. But the question you'll ask is, what could be the reason these individuals decided to embark on a journey at such depth? Well, according to magazines and journals, these 5 individuals contributed each $250,000, making it the sum of $1.2 million, to take a trip to the Titanic, which was sunk in 1912 by an iceberg. As recorded, the company always offers a trip for $250,000 per person to the Titanic. But what's shocking is, all these were billionaires. They could have contributed a great amount of money to build a stronger submersible which was safer, than to risk one's life. However, our channel is not made for criticism, but to adjust previous faults and errors in order to effectively attain the future destiny. The said Titanic which these individuals visited was a passenger liner that was considered the most luxurious and technologically advanced ship of its time. Colliding with an iceberg in 1912 with over 2,200 passengers recorded dead, and loss of precious goods. For this reason, many suggest Stockton Russ and his crews went for treasure hunting in the Titanic, which didn't turn out to be a successful journey. However, whatever might be, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more contents.